Alright, so I began to stream. Let me go and see if it's live on YouTube here. Okay, it is live. Let me go to the game, then I'll test out the audio, making sure it's working. Here we go. Okay. Let me let the game audio in. Alright. Gonna talk for a little bit. Let her talk too. Alright, let me go and see about the let me live stream. Let the game audio in. Alright. Gonna talk for a little bit. There we go, okay. Yeah, that works. Let me double check something really quick. Oh, I forgot to maybe lower the volume. There we go. Not sure if it's gonna be too loud if I leave it too up. Let me try that again, hold on. So I'm gonna talk again. I just lowered the volume a bit. Okay, let me see again. If I leave it too up. Let me try that again, hold on. So I'm gonna talk. Okay, I think that's good. I just want to make sure it's not gonna be too loud. Because I remember last time when I first streamed a game, it was kind of loud. Should be good enough. Okay, let me just double check everything. And also let me just load up the story selector. So that we can just begin right away into the story. But yeah, dude. Going more into the 2.5 story here. Hopefully, at the end, I do plan to do some pulls. Hopefully I can get some good units. Alright, story 1 here.
This place used to be so quiet.
Yeah, kind of curious to see what's going to happen to Little Mermaid here. And also, apparently, we're like under attack now by some raptures, I think. Alright, we'll just let that load in, and then I'll begin the stream highlight portion of this video. But yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay. There we go. Alright, let me go begin now. What up, gamers? Fancier here, and welcome back to Goddess of Victory NIKKE. So last time, we began the 2.5 anniversary event story over here with Little Mermaid, and now let's go continue, now that we got our energy back and all. So 1-6, let's go. Start the battle. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on going with the story here, man. Let's go see what's gonna happen after being attacked underwater. That's where we last left off. Into the music, man.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Here we go.
She's asking you if we're really underwater.
Actually, I don't remember that. Leaving off with that. If we're really underwater.
I'm sorry.
I knew it.
You were lying to us?
Okay. I felt like in a way she was, trying to, like, there was definitely going to be something with her where she's keeping some kind of, like, secret.
Talk, damn you!
But I guess they're
Why are you
not
lying to us?
underwater.
I'm sorry, Maury. I knew it! Why would this time be any different? Feigning kindness, pretending to be benevolent, telling me I could trust you. Not again. I can explain everything! Save it. I don't need your excuses. I'm going right now. And I don't care whether I drown. I can't stay in a place like this any longer. I'm leaving. No, it's dangerous to go out now. Do you really expect me to believe you? We're in its throat. What?
Did you say throat?
Oh. Are we inside that giant monster that was, like, eating the city?
Gluttony is a colossus, and we're inside its throat.
Oh.
Now would mean certain death.
Well, yeah, that's a plot twist. Okay. I guess there is a good reason why they couldn't really go out. Like, yeah, maybe what she said with the whole bubble thing, like she needs to charge it for a month, is true. But yeah, if going out now, I mean, I wish she could have been more clear about that in the beginning, because yeah, it just I don't know why she would leave that out, unless like it's to make them not worry that they're in a throat. They've been living in the throat for like almost a month now.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you saying I was eaten by a raptor?
Little Mermaid frantically nods her head.
So calm down and listen to me. There's no way. I couldn't have been eaten by a raptor. Does that mean I'm going to die?
I wonder how they did not even notice that. How do you not notice that? I guess, you know, your last memory of like being eaten by a giant monster, unless you didn't even notice or comprehend like what just happened.
You're not going to die, no matter what. Oh, shut up! I don't trust a single word you say.
Mori hurriedly grabs her bag.
I'm leaving. You hear me? I'm leaving. Mori!
Little Mermaid reaches out to Mori.
Don't touch me.
Mori swings her bag to shake off Little Mermaid. An assortment of items come flying out of the opening of the bag. An entrenching tool, military rations, a first aid kit, a compass, and a black box.
You're Mori from the incubator squad, yes?
Oh.
Yes?
Okay, no, this is in the past.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Jien.
What am I doing here?
Goodness, here I am trying to exchange greetings and you're dispensing with all formalities. Don't you think that's rather rude?
I'm sorry.
I'm only kidding. I dislike beating around the bush just as much as you.
Thank you for not getting mad.
Mori swallows dryly.
I owe you an apology. I'll admit I was a bit cavalier, considering that this mission will decide whether you get disposed of or not.
Oh my. This sounds like a pretty big mission here.
Here, take this.
Jien hands Mori a black box.
What is this?
It's a calling signal generator.
A calling signal? Doesn't that mean raptors?
Be careful not to drop it.
So wait, it attracts raptors? Wait, is that why they're there? But I don't think Mori would activate it. Unless maybe it just activates by itself.
If that box takes a tumble and breaks, it'll emit a calling signal straight away.
Oh shoot. Okay, so I'm guessing the raptors were attracted with some other way. In some other way. But yeah, I assume with the whole thing with the bag letting out those items that the black box might have broke just now.
Why are you giving me this?
Yeah, such a dangerous tool. I'm sure it's because of a mission that she was tasked to, like, maybe attract him towards her target or something. Jien holds onto Mori's shoulder.
You're going to follow someone up to the surface. When you've gotten far enough from the Ark, you'll throw this box behind her.
Oh.
Which will automatically activate the calling signal. Then, all you'll have to do is report back to me on how she reacts.
Okay. It sounds like a very simple task, but she already screwed up. Also, it does sound... I am kind of, like, curious about her intentions. Because this either sounds like an experiment, you know, trying to report, like, how she reacts. Or maybe she wants to get rid of that person that they're targeting.
But why? Why are you doing this?
Let's just say I'm curious. When something that's a fusion of a rapture and a NIKKE hears the calling signal...
Oh. Okay.
Will her rapture instincts awaken and move her to tear apart her beloved NIKKE companion?
Oh. So wait, who is it? I'm gonna guess it's Uni because she looks so different. Because yeah, it's gotta be one of those two.
Or will her rational NIKKE side win out and have her tear herself apart, having become a rapture?
Yeah, to be honest, I think this is a very interesting experiment.
A NIKKE raptor fusion?
Yes, not too long ago I managed to create such a thing. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
No need to force yourself to agree.
So wait, she made that? A fusion?
I know very well how volatile such an entity might be. So let's keep this our little secret, okay?
Yes.
Jian takes Mori's shaking hands in hers.
What are you so frightened of? At this rate, you might end up breaking this box right here and now inside the Ark. If that happens, forget about it being a question of whether or not you'll be scrapped. You'll be branded a traitor and executed immediately. Is that what you want?
I'm so sorry.
No need to be scared. You just need to do one thing. All you have to do is tell me what they choose. If you do that, I'll see that you're permanently removed from the disposal list.
Permanently? When do I need to do this?
Your scheduled scrap date is 2 months from now, correct?
Yes.
Wow, so she was already scrapped, like, set to scrap.
Okay then. Report your findings to me before your scrap date. Contact me within 2 months with a report. Quite simple, right?
Wow.
It can't fall!
Mori desperately reaches out toward the black box, but the black box falls onto the floor and shatters. Alright. That is an ugly noise. One that would definitely attract the raptures.
A calling signal.
So yeah, I'm guessing she's a rapture. Like I said, you know, I haven't really gone far into the story. Like, pretty much I'm like maybe the first couple of chapters. Like when you first meet Snow White. But yeah, dude, I really want to play through the main story. Just so that I can understand. Raptors start rushing toward the transparent barrier. The Rapture horde collectively slams against the barrier, desperately trying to get closer to the calling signal.
The barrier.
Everyone, move back!
A hole forms in the transparent barrier. A mixture of silver liquid and seawater pours in from the opening.
The digestive fluid!
Anything which makes contact with the silver liquid immediately turns black.
What is that?
We need to plug up the hole!
Little Mermaid stretches out her hands and sends water droplets towards the gap. Despite her efforts, the water droplets are unable to plug up all the cracks, and the silver liquid continues to seep through. Some of the droplets make contact with the AA pillar.
No! The AA pillar!
Or the AA pillar. In an instant, the AA pillar begins to turn silver.
No!
The Little Mermaid reaches out, sending a mass of bubbles that wrap around the AA pillar, which is rapidly turning into silver liquid. The bubbles and silver liquid clash and coalesce violently, as if each is attempting to consume the other. Gradually, the bubbles turn a violet hue.
Come on! Wrap around it!
I'll help. Uni?
So is she about to attack? Uni starts to thrash violently.
What's wrong?
Uni's eyes start to glow red. Here we go. Oh my.
Uni, snap out of it. The bindings. Uni, I said snap out.
Uni grabs onto Mihara's throat. Oh jeez.
Mihara!
You need snap out of it.
Mihara looks at Uni's eyes, which have turned red. Yeah, she's crying too. So I'm guessing she knows what's happening, but she can't really control it. Despite her seeming to have lost her mind, tears stream down from Uni's eyes.
You need... Don't cry. I'm okay.
Mihara! No!
Mori runs towards Uni.
Let go of her. Please, let go!
Mori clings desperately to Uni's arms.
Get a hold of yourself, Uni. You're going to kill Mihara!
I mean, at least with Mori, now she knows like what happens when Uni hears that. See, all she gotta do now is report back. But maybe she'll get a bonus if like maybe she can snap out of the, snap Uni out of the trance.
I said, snap out of it!
Yeah.
Stop, please! Someone help! Stop!
Stop!
Uni's movement stop. Little Mermaid and Uni lock eyes.
Uni? Do you remember when you first fell in here? What you said inside the bubble? You said, please save me, Hara. Now, it's your turn.
Uni's eyes start to quiver.
Yes, now it's your turn, Uni. Because you're a NIKKE. A NIKKE who loves me, Hara, and who wants to save her. A NIKKE.
The red glow starts to fade from Uni's eyes.
You are a NIKKE, not a rapture. So, come back, Uni.
As Uni's eyes return to normal, she loosens her grip. Mihora falls to the ground.
Uni, you're back. I'm glad.
Thank goodness.
Mori's feet stumble upon the remnants of the broken box. In the throes of panic and desperation, Mori had forgotten her sins. Now faced with the evidence of her error, a wave of guilt crashes over her.
I'm okay. Really, I'm fine, Uni. So...
Uni begins to sob. To Mori, it sounds like a scream. It feels as if Uni's wailing cries are directed towards her, reprimanding her and telling her that she must reckon with her sins. Mori staggers backward.
I really didn't mean to.
Uni looks back at Mori. Uni's mask is stained with tears.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Mori runs away in desperation.
Mori!
Yeah, Mori, I feel like she's been in a bad situation to begin with. Yo, dude, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. It is nice to see you here once again. But yeah, we're just back to playing some more NIKKE and stuff with the story. Yeah, the story is getting more intense now. I feel like in the first part, or at least in the first stream, it felt a bit more on the innocent side.
Let's do this, everyone.
Alright. Go and finish up this fast, guys. Then the boss comes in. But yeah, welcome back, man. It is nice to see you again in the stream. Everything just goes out so fast. Alright, back to the story. To the next chapter, or next stage. Oh, we're going back to the field? You're good in case you ask. It definitely is good to hear that. I know it's been a while. You're happy to be here, even if you lurk. Oh, that's fine. I'm fine with all lurkers too.
To think I'd ever worry about something like this.
Here we go. Let's go back to the story. I don't know why we had to go back to the... Well, I guess the map change. Oh my! Look at the sliding bubbles there. You never seen robot bubbles before. If they are robot bubbles.
This place used to be
story
so
1.
quiet, but now it's bustling with noise.
Enter. Just want to make sure we're choosing the right one. There we go. Alright, let's go continue the story here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Moria was put in a bad spot to begin with, man. But I'm sure she'll turn around and help out.
I will
What?
rule
Another battle?
anything that disrupts victory.
Okay. Maybe battle first and then story, I assume. And yeah, we'll see if I do try to, if I'm able to get one of the featured units in the banner right now. Yeah, but I'll be doing some pulls after we spend all the energy and all that, after the story.
A rather simple task.
Oh, next stage already? Wow, that's going by so fast. If it's another battle, I don't know, maybe I'll try to spend some of the gems to get more energy. Yeah, we'll see.
How many beings remember the moment they are born? I remember. I remember the first time light shone upon my eyes. The first time I became aware of myself. The moment I met my creator for the first time.
Are you awake?
Oh, hello. I faced misfortune.
I wonder which squad I should assign you to.
Sorry?
Let's see. Intelligence is average. Same with endurance and combat-related evaluations. As for special talents, none.
Dang. You're not special. Talentless.
What is this? Is this thing defective or what? Born from such lofty ideals, yet utterly useless.
Jeez, okay, they're going more into that.
I suppose even Miss Silas can produce a dud every once in a while. Is the production team getting lazy? Still, I do need to assign this hunk of junk to a squad. Pawning it off on another company's squad would be a bit embarrassing. Is there an opening in any general squads? No? I suppose that settles it then. You'll be going over there.
And where is over there?
I was a defective product. I was given a name at birth, but I was born incomplete, and there was no place willing to take an unfinished NIKKE.
That's the one, right?
Whoa. They look like Trigger from Zenless Zero.
The defective one? Probably. There's no way a non-mass-produced NIKKE would be here otherwise. Right. Why else would a regular NIKKE be placed in a squad of mass-produced units?
Man,
I didn't even
that's
know
how bad
that
she
was
is. She's
possible.
placed it with the mass-produced NIKKEs. Wow.
Same here. I feel a little bit bad for it. Why? At least it has its own face and name. Honestly, I'm a bit jealous.
Jealousy, envy, ridicule, resentment.
Yeah, that's cool. I never really seen much about the mass-produced NIKKEs, like, just seen them talk.
Amongst a sea of identical faces, the fact that I stood out meant many bore ill will towards me.
Your access has expired.
Huh? But I didn't receive today's rations.
Dang. Mori turns around.
What? You got something to say?
Jeez.
At first, I tried to force a smile and pretend to be nice. No, nothing.
Man, I feel really bad for her.
It's just, the supply machine seems to be broken.
Oh yeah? That's too bad. The captain said we need to leave right away.
Guess you'll have to go hungry.
Yeah. Oh well.
Is everyone ready? Let's...
Yes, Captain.
Dang, dude. Yeah, for me, I've always liked the mass-produced NIKKEs over the the ones we usually see. Like, they look very, very tactical, man. You know, kind of like the ones in Girls Frontline 2.
We were squad mates. Our lives were constantly on the line as we worked together on surface missions. If they were to abandon me while we were up there, I'd have no one. I didn't want to die. I wanted to live, even when they assigned me the most dangerous resource collection zones.
You're working on this zone solo today.
By myself? That entire area?
Are you incapable of even that much? You're not even a mass-produced NIKKE.
I'll do it. I can do it. Even when they hid supplies from me. Even when they deprived me of food. Mocked me. Ignored me. ridiculed me, tormented me. I would pretend not to notice and try to laugh it off. Why isn't anyone coming? I didn't receive any message to return. If I stay too long in one place, the raptures... Raptors, I've got to hide somewhere.
Mori frantically looks around. There is nowhere to hide.
What should I do? What do I do?
Mori stumbles over a shovel.
That's it. I need to hide underground.
Mori desperately digs into the earth within with the shovel. She tosses herself inside the hole and covers herself with freshly dug dirt.
Please, don't come. Don't find me. As dirt and debris falls on her head, Mori prays that she'll survive. Somehow she manages to come out of the ordeal alive. And upon returning to the elevator...
What are you doing? Didn't you hear the return order?
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
Hey, didn't you tell her?
Well, Mori turns around.
What? I definitely told her.
No, you didn't.
You didn't hear it?
No, I didn't.
Well, don't pin the blame on me just because you're deaf as a doornail. Unless that's another defect on the laundry list you came with.
That day, for the first time, I used violence against a squad mate.
Heck yeah. It's understandable, but I'm sure that will probably send her to the scrap.
It was also the day I learned that malice must be met with malice. After returning from the rehabilitation center for assaulting another squad mate, no one wanted to be on the same squad as me. What should I do now?
Hey, you there? If no squads are taking you, would you want to join us?
Okay. Yeah, for once, there's a nice NIKKE here. But it says seemingly nice, so it's probably just an act.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you said you were Mori, right? We're a resource collection squad, and we could use someone with your experience. Interested in joining us?
Okay. Let's do it. Little did I know that the first ones to approach me with open arms would be the first to stab me in the back.
There we go, yep. There's a reason why she was called a seemingly nice NIKKE.
What? You're accusing me of theft?
Unsubmitted resources were found in your bag.
I was just holding it for someone.
I'm getting tired of these excuses.
It's not an excuse.
So there weren't any unsubmitted resources in your bag.
But...
You see? You were an accomplice to a crime.
No one believed that I had been tricked.
Wait a minute. This one's already been to the rehabilitation center once before. Doesn't seem to have any special skills either. I guess we don't have much choice.
No, here we go.
You're going to Incubator.
The Incubator Squad, made up entirely of problem cases. NIKKEs without any special abilities who weren't worth taking the time to resettle in other squads.
Are these like actual, like other NIKKEs like her? Like not mass produced?
A last chance holding ground, where they would either develop hidden potential or be scrapped. The dynamic with my squad mates there was the same as before.
Isn't she the one who got caught trying to steal from the mass-produced NIKKE squad?
So is this the Incubator Squad?
Be careful. I hear she has a bad temper and goes around picking fights. If we get mixed up with her, we'll probably end up getting scrapped along with her.
No one wanted to be squad mates with me. No one wanted to be with a dangerous and defective NIKKE like me. Least of all when it was their last chance to avoid getting scrapped. Despite all of that, I still wanted to live.
You just need to do one thing. If you do that, I'll see that you're permanently removed from the disposal list.
I was willing to do anything to survive, and so I made a deal with the devil, and used the misery of others as a stepping stone. And so... I made others miserable. Does someone like me deserve to live? I was born broken. Maybe it would have been best if I'd ended my life the moment it began. I live in a world filled with nothing but evil, where no one wants me to survive. Before making all of these foolish decisions in the name of survival, would it have been better to simply die and be reborn?
Dang, dude. Yeah, what a backstory. Yeah, so, stuff like that is, what may be, kind of considered just, like, reacting to the story of the game. Because, yeah, I've already gone through it, but I kind of stopped, like, listening to the story. Or, like, I just played through the missions for the rewards, like, later on. Because, like, this game definitely has some really good writing and story with the characters. At least, in my opinion. Oh, wait, Mori, did something, hiding deep into the barrel.
Should I end it all? Wouldn't it be
Ooh.
better to stop living?
Alright, just got darker now.
Why?
What are you doing here?
I came to get you, Mori.
Oh, here we go. So, yeah, that was it. For that stage. Oh, yeah, definitely, stuff like that. So I also experienced something, I guess, maybe not as deep as that in the main story. But yeah, when I started to really like the main story of the game, like, that's when I thought, maybe I should stop listening to the story, keep playing for the rewards and stuff, but I'll keep, playing for the rewards. And maybe I'll do a Let's Play where I just listen to the story, because, yeah, it can be, like, really, really good. Oh, what's happening? Hello? Why is nobody firing? Do I gotta fire for them? Or did I disable auto battle or what? Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason they weren't targeting that one rapture. I don't know why. I had to do that manually.
A rather simple task.
And we got 2 more energy left. Yeah, I feel like things have been going by kind of fast. We'll see how much, if I want to do more in this live stream.
What are you doing? How did you know I was here?
I know these little hollows are where you feel the safest. I figured you would be here. When anyone is going through something, they want to go to their safe place.
But how did you...
I went looking for you every day.
Why did you come looking for me? What were you planning on saying to me? To get out of here? Fine. I'll leave. I know what I did was wrong. I can leave any time.
You can't leave. If you do, you'll die.
So what if I die? Who cares if I do? No one wants me to be alive anyway. The more I struggle to survive, the more I make other people's lives miserable.
Mori.
If that's the kind of life I'm destined to live, then I'm better off dead. It'd be best for everyone if I'm out of the picture. No more people would get hurt, and I won't have to struggle to survive anymore. What are you shaking your head for?
I'm sad.
What for?
I'd be sad if you died.
Why? Who are you to say that? What do you know about me? You lied to me. You tricked me.
I'm sorry.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think at least the lie part wasn't that bad.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
I mean, even if they knew about them being inside that giant monster rapture thing, I mean, like, what else can they even do? It's like not much really changes. They're still stuck in there.
I thought not telling the truth about this place, that we were inside a rapture's throat, would make you happier.
Okay.
Happiness? What is that? Since when has happiness had anything to do with my life? Do you think the world has ever reached out a helping hand to me? You wouldn't know. You've been strong since the day you were born. When you ask for help, people listen. When you reach out your hand, there's always someone there to hold it. Not me, though. Being born has been my greatest misfortune. No one was happy that I was born. No one likes the fact that I'm alive. No one extends a helping hand to me. No one listens to my cries for help.
That's not true. I heard you.
What do you mean?
I even held your hand.
When?
You said it in the bubble. You said you didn't want to die. You begged for someone to save you.
It can't be.
In the bubble.
You won't die. No matter what happens, you're not dying. I promise.
That was you?
Yeah, I don't remember that. I'm guessing this is a new scene.
It wasn't a dream?
I heard your cry for help, and I held your hand.
Instead of saying yes, she's just, oh.
I'm glad that you're alive. I'm happy that I was able to save you. If no one has celebrated your birth before, then let me be the first.
What?
Mori, I'm happy that you're here amongst the living. I'm glad to have met you.
Why?
I know for Nikke's, birthdays aren't really a concept, but since a birthday is a day when you celebrate your birth, let's say that today is your birthday. Every year on this date, we can celebrate your birthday.
Why? Why are you doing all this for me? Tell me why.
Because I want to save you. Because I don't want you to be unhappy.
But why?
Because I'll be sad if you die. I'm happy that I got to meet you. I was so lonely in this desolate bubble, and then you came and made me happy. So I don't want you to die. I want you to live and be happy.
Tears run down Mori's face.
What? What is this?
They reuse the scene again.
Mori?
Look at that bubble.
Crying?
Shut up! Don't look at me!
Oh?
I said turn around!
Little Mermaid hastily turns her back.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Damn it. I've never cried before. No matter how hard it got. This is all your fault! Siren? I've lived an unhappy life. I've had good reason to be distrustful of others. But it made me overly guarded. And I turned a blind eye to your kindness. I was suspicious of your affection, and saw it as duplicitous. Because I wanted to live, I brought untold misery to Yuni and Mihara. But despite all that, you still want to extend your hand out to me?
Yes! I already regret not reaching out to a friend once before. And once is enough, so...
Little Mermaid reaches her hand out to Mori, who is still ensconced in the dugout.
Let's get out of here. Let's go outside. Aren't you going to grab my hand?
I will. I will.
Mori lifts her trembling hand and holds on to Little Mermaid's hand.
Thank you. Truly.
Yeah, very interesting with the story. Like, even with the raptors in, I thought maybe it'll turn to the usual NIKKE stuff. But it still kind of feels like a Disney-like story, like what I said before. It still feels like a more innocent story.
I will ruin anything that disrupts victory.
Like, it doesn't...
I need time.
Like, yeah, it doesn't feel like it needs to be a NIKKE story. Yeah, very good, man, with this story. I'm actually really enjoying this one. This one feels... Like, even though it feels, Well, actually, I don't know what I was going to say over there.
That actually worked?
Okay, we got one
Am I
more to
not
go.
entirely worthless
One
in
more
battle?
energy. Yeah, let's just go with the story here. Yeah, very interesting story. I do like it a lot. Yeah, now we're going to the more emotional side, which, you know, I wasn't really expecting from Mori. Because she was, like, so mean in the beginning.
I'm really sorry. You could have died because of me. I can't apologize enough.
It's okay. I didn't incur any major physical damage.
I'm glad to hear that.
In fact, I haven't felt that stimulated in a long time. In some ways, I'm glad. Isn't that right, Uni? Uni.
I'm sorry to have made you go through that. Out of selfish self-preservation, I accepted that offer, and you suffered for it. I don't expect you to accept my apology right away. I just wanted to apologize for what I did wrong. I'm sorry. I really am.
At least she responded.
Thank you.
Now then, shall we move on to Siren's apology?
I'm sorry for lying. I thought that hiding the truth about where we actually were was in your best interests. I didn't want you to feel the terror I experienced when I was swallowed by gluttony. I'm terribly sorry.
Just the way that she talks, like, you know, during that whole Mori scene in the previous one. Like, sometimes it's like, it's supposed to be a sad scene, but sometimes Little Mermaid makes me laugh. Just the way she's like talking. Like the tone of her voice.
So you also got swallowed up by gluttony?
Oh, yes. A long time ago. I was eaten and ended up here.
And you created this place while you were in here?
Right.
To think this cavernous space is all something's throat. Gluttony must be really enormous. Then what was all that silver liquid?
That was its digestive acid.
You mean, like stomach acid?
Yes. Any object that comes into contact with it melts and transforms into more silver liquid. Once that's happened to you, gluttony absorbs the silver liquid and transfers it to energy, which it then uses to fuel itself.
If this stuff can dissolve seemingly anything, what about the membrane surrounding us?
Oh, when my bubbles come into contact with the liquid, it twists and contorts but doesn't dissolve. It's like two armies battling for territory, and the outcome of the battle can shift based on the quantity of each army.
So everything outside this membrane is that digestive acid?
Little Mermaid shakes her head.
Not quite. The digestive acid is released in cycles. On top of that, it can't affect natural substances. So the seawater here is real.
Is that why the fish are still alive?
Oh, that's why leaving here without the bubbles is impossible. If one drop of that silver liquid touches you, you'll melt instantly.
That's the reason you stopped me from going outside.
Oh,
I'm sorry for being so reckless.
it's okay.
Things may have gone a bit sideways back there, but we're still sticking to the original plan, right?
About that, I think I can get you out faster.
You can?
Really? How?
The silver liquid came out earlier than usual, so I think I can make the bubble faster than before.
How does that help?
Is that possible?
Remember what I said before? The bubble tree only collects the energy present in the silver liquid.
Oh.
As a result, I think I can create the bubbles about a week ahead of schedule.
That quick?
So we potentially only have a week until we get out of here?
At least there's still time for her to report back if she decides to do that, or I'm just wondering if Mori will desert them since, you know, she's still gonna be treated bad, I mean, when she gets back.
I see.
Mori?
Unless, like, maybe doing this mission here will give her more respect and people would like her more. I'm not sure.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
But yeah, I'm just wondering if Mori's gonna be, like, you know, sticking around with Little Mermaid at least.
It's just that this is all suddenly moving so fast.
You're right. It does feel like everything's sped up all of a sudden.
I'm going to go and get busy making the bubbles. In the meantime, you all can take it easy and prepare to depart. And one more thing. There still might be some silver liquid in the clearing. So you should steer clear of that area for the time being.
You think there's still some lingering in the clearing?
Oh, yes. So you must stay away from there at all costs. Understand?
Right. Okay.
That night, in the clearing, Little Mermaid approaches the massive bubble position in the clearing.
As I expected, the energy isn't decreasing.
That's the AA pillar, right?
Why are you?
You saved my life twice now. What's so strange about me wanting to spend some time with you?
Mihara?
Siren, you're hiding something from us, aren't you? And it's got something to do with this AA pillar, and how now it's made of bubbles.
How did you?
I found it strange that you were trying so hard to keep us away from this clearing. I naturally concluded that something of interest must be here. After mulling it over for a while, I quickly came to an answer. Something must have happened to the AA pillar.
Huh?
Siren, what happened? Are we in danger?
No, it's okay. I can still fix it. It's fine.
Then let us help you fix it. Once we've done that, you can get us out of here. Doesn't that work fine as well?
No, that won't work.
Why not?
It will take too long. I can't make you wait that long.
Don't lie. It's because you're putting your own life on the line, isn't it? Siren, you saved my life twice now. Now it's time for us to return the favor. Please, let us help you.
Thank you, Mihara. But I can't. I promised that I would get you, Uni, and Mori out of here. I intend to keep that promise.
What if we refuse to leave? What if we stay here with you?
I will use my Kotodama.
Oh. Is that the one where she commands them?
If I have to, I will use that to make you leave this place.
You'd really go that far in order to get us out?
Yes, because you're my friends. You helped me forget all of the loneliness I've had to endure for so long.
I like the way she talks.
You all are precious to me, and I want to save you. I hope you can understand that.
But, Siren...
Please, I'm begging you.
All right.
Thank you. Meeting you has been the happiest thing for me.
Me too. Siren, with your power, we're sure to get out of here. But remember, a child who is starved for affection can never abandon the person who gave them love. That is why the responsibility lies with the one who gave the love.
Huh?
There will come a day when you understand.
Oh?
Down the road, you'll experience it firsthand.
Actually, I also wanted to say something to you.
What's that?
It's about the core Uni has.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was pretty much it for that last story, but I think we got a battle, right? And then I guess there'll be like one more cutscene. Yeah, I'm really curious, because I'm sure they'll get out of here. I do wonder what happens after with Mori. Because I can definitely see it where she, you know, even though she achieved her results, like she can just tell Gian what just happened. I'm sure she maybe doesn't want to go back too. And maybe she'll just hang out with Little Mermaid. Or with Mihara and Uni, maybe. Unless, like, you know, Uni and Mihara want to go somewhere else. Or maybe everyone will stay as a group. Since they've all been friends right now. Yeah, we'll see if this becomes a happy ending. Grave. Alright. After that day, Uni doesn't move from the shelter, as if she is lost in the recesses of her own mind. Mihara, who is watching over her, also seems to be thinking hard about something. She stares blankly at the ocean scenery near the bubble tree. Even Mori is deep in state of reflection, and stares at the bubbles moving in and around the garden. For a while, time passes in this fashion, with everyone deep in thought. 3 days prior to heading up to the surface.
Hello.
Mori pays a visit to the Little Mermaid's bubble workshop.
What? What are you so startled for?
It's rather unexpected.
What are you talking about? You told me to come before, so here I am. I was getting bored being by myself.
I see.
Don't laugh!
Make yourself at home.
Okay.
Mori takes her time looking around the bubble workshop.
There was something I wanted to ask you. What are those dolls?
Oh,
Mori points at the violet-colored dolls standing in the corner of the shop. Oh no, it's them! She made bubble friends. She made bubble buddies of her previous squad. Alright. Yeah, there's Hansel and Gretel. You got Abe and Cinderella. Oh, a doll with ponytails, a pair of female twins with sharp features, a woman in a lab coat.
And why is that sitting in the corner?
Oh, is that... I'm guessing that's either her or Red Shoes. I'm guessing it's her because, yeah, Red Shoes. I feel like she would have red, like, giant shoes. Lastly, there's a young girl with long hair on the ground crouching.
Forget it. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
Yeah, so I'm really wondering. I don't know if they told it in the story yet, in the main story, because I haven't, caught up with that. I would say I'm still in the beginning of the story, at least when it comes to me, like, listening to the story. But yeah, I don't know if they answered, like, what happened after that whole explosion in the second anniversary story.
they're my friends.
Friends?
Yes, people I care greatly about.
Where are they now?
I don't know. We got separated a long time ago.
Okay, so I guess maybe really that elevator explosion was the last time they were together.
Are they dead?
I'm not sure.
You mean you don't know?
I'm sure they're living somewhere on the surface, since we promised each other that we would rewrite our stories.
Mori looks at Little Mermaid, glancing at her friends. Her expression is one of intense longing.
If you want to see them that badly, you should go to them.
I'm sure she wants to, but she doesn't know where they are.
Oh?
Why don't you leave with us and go meet your friends?
I can't right now. I still have things to do in this place.
Well, yeah, but like once you leave, you can you can try to find your friends with them.
And what is that exactly?
I don't know why you still need to be in here.
It's a very important task.
Oh, you think because like she was talking to one other person right before a long time ago? That was also in here, I guess.
Important?
I'm guessing it's related to that.
More important than finding your friends?
Yes, it became that way. I made a promise. I promised to send you, Uni, and Mihara to the surface. That is my top priority for now.
Okay. Yeah, she's really into the promise.
Okay, but
A very
still.
innocent like person.
I'm okay. Really, I'm okay.
Siren? Then why is your expression like that?
Oh?
Nothing.
More time passes until the day to leave and head up to the surface arrives. Okay, that was it. Wow. Yeah, very interesting. Let me go and see just how far we are into the stream. Oh wow, we're still pretty early. I think I'll keep on going. Maybe I'll spend some energy. Because yeah, it's not even like an hour. I'll go buy some energy. Who knows, maybe we can do the whole story in this one stream. Let me go to the shop.
This place used to be so quiet, but now it's bustling with noise.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with like spending energy on these. I don't mind. So we get 5, so I'll just spend 100. There we go.
Why don't we go check on the bubble tree?
Okay, let's go continue. Yeah, we're still like pretty early into the stream. It's fine to keep on going for me. Yeah, maybe we can just finish the whole thing here. I think maybe it's fine. Alright. 111. Yeah, I guess we'll see the ending now in this stream. No need for cliffhangers. And then yeah, we'll go to part 2. Oh, we gotta battle first. Okay. Alright, go do your battles. And now we got a boss. One-shot him. Come on, one-shot the boss. Oh, not one-shot, okay. Oh wow, we get to see... Dang, dude, freaking Grave is so cool. I'm so glad that I got her. Like, back then. He's so cool.
That actually worked?
Okay, next stage. Yeah, that was just only a battle. Okay, the last stage for part 1 of the story. And then we'll go to part 2, which I think will just be a lot of battles. I think if it's like the others, there'll be not a lot of cutscenes.
It's finally the day to leave!
You're right.
You all went through a lot being trapped in here. When you go up, I'll surround you in a protective bubble. Just like when you arrived. Just relax and let the bubbles take care of the rest. While I don't know the exact time, Gluttony's air hole opens every week. I just sent out a scout
What does that mean?
to confirm, and if I'm right, today should be the day.
The air hole, like from a whale, I guess?
Once I send you up, you'll be able to go directly to the surface. I've done this plenty of times before, when I sent up my dolls.
Your dolls? The ones you made that we saw earlier?
So you'll be plenty safe.
Or is it like other dolls?
Don't worry about anything. Just close your eyes, and by the time you open them, you'll be up on the surface.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to close my eyes if, like, you know, the surrounding area when I go up is all acid. I feel like I'll be just scared.
Okay, Siren. Be well.
Goodbye, Mihara.
Thank you for everything.
You too. Goodbye, Huni. Keep being a good friend to Mihara. Mori?
I can't do this. Siren, come with us.
Oh?
It doesn't feel right leaving you here alone. Let's go together, please.
Sorry. I have something to do.
What is it that you have to do?
It is...
Do you know, whenever you're trying to hide something, you purse your lips together. What are you hiding from me? Want me to take a guess? There's something in the clearing, isn't there? Judging by your expression, I'd say I'm on the mark. Our departure date being moved up, telling us to stay away from the clearing because of the silver liquid. It was all so you could keep something, whatever it is, hidden from us. Don't bother explaining. I'll go there and see for myself.
It's because of the AA pillar. After it came in contact with the silver liquid and melted more silver liquid itself, the energy level started going out of control. I've covered it in a bubble, but my powers alone aren't enough to keep it in check. I don't think it can last much longer. That's why I'm staying behind. I have to get rid of that energy before Gluttony can absorb it. No matter what happens, this AA pillar cannot be absorbed by Gluttony.
If the AA pillar got into contact with the silver liquid, don't tell me that this all happened because of the calling signal. Is this because of me? It is, isn't it?
No, something like this was bound to happen.
What are you talking about? Of course it's because of me.
Ever since Gluttony swallowed that pillar, this was inevitable. All that digestive acid that unexpectedly poured out, and the fact that those raptures started attacking this place. It's all because Gluttony wanted to absorb this enormous energy source. My bubbles are preventing Gluttony from absorbing the AA pillar for now, but I need to get rid of all its energy before Gluttony starts attacking more aggressively. If Gluttony absorbs the massive energy reserves inside the AA pillar and redirects it elsewhere, it would spell disaster for the surface.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should delay going to the surface and deal with that. Because yeah, I'm sure they can get out, but can you like escape from the wrath of the powered up Gluttony?
This can't be.
If anything, you being here allowed me to live longer than I originally anticipated.
Like yeah, I don't know if Little Mermaid can do it alone. I mean, we'll see.
Inside this lonely bubble, your being here was a godsend.
But I feel like at least with Mori, I'm not sure about Miharu and Uni would, you know, maybe help out. But I feel like Mori would stay here to help.
So please don't speak poorly about yourself.
Don't be like that. Come with us. Just close your eyes and let's leave before the pillar gets consumed. If we're lucky, it might not even get absorbed. And if it does, there's always the possibility that it redirects the energy towards an uninhabited area. Even if someone does get the brunt of it and dies,
Jeez.
you won't see it happen.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
No,
Why?
I can't. I mean, we decided to become the goddesses of victory.
She said the title. Without the NIKKE part.
Cinderella and everyone else made a promise. We said we would rewrite our story. That's why I can't ignore this. I can't run away from it. If I do, then I'll never be able to call myself a true goddess of victory.
You think you'll be recognized for your good deeds? That you're some kind of mythical goddess of victory? No one will ever know you were here. No one will ever remember your noble deeds. Not a single soul will know. You'll have died for nothing.
It's okay.
What do you mean it's okay?
I know what I've done, and that's enough. And it won't just be me who remembers. You all are here. Uni, Mihara, and Mori. You will know. You'll know that I did the right thing.
Yeah, I do like Little Mermaids, like, thinking about this.
And for that, I thank you.
Siren.
It's okay. This is more than enough. I'm okay with it. Truly.
No. No. You may be okay with it, but I'm not. Let's leave together. Let's go out and find your friends. You said you wanted to find them. Choose life, and we can find your friends together. I'll help you. If both of us look for them, you're bound to find them faster.
It's nice to be hearing this kind of talk again. It reminds me that my life truly is rich with good friends.
What?
Sorry, Mori. You are a really good friend, and I want my friends to live a long time in this world.
Siren reaches out her hand to Mori.
Goodbye.
Siren!
Oh, here we go. Mori, Uni, and Mihara are surrounded by bubbles.
You will go up until you reach a safe place.
I'm sure that maybe Mori will try to pop the bubble. Maybe grab her shovel that she used from before. Or something. Whatever's in her bag, maybe get a needle. The bubbles start rising upward.
Goodbye, my dear friends.
Dang. Okay. Wow. And that's how we ended off. What is part 2 gonna be like then? Well, yeah, there's gonna be a battle, right? Are we gonna fight the AA pillar or what? Is there a special boss? I'll go and I guess we'll see about the battle here. Oh my. Oh wow. Scarf? Oh, we got an aquatic NIKKE, or not NIKKE, Rapture. But yeah, we can just annihilate it really fast.
The final task, huh?
What is that?
Let's wrap this up.
Was it the blue screen of death? That's funny.
A rather simple task.
Alright. Well yeah, that was it. Is there more to this ending? The bubble pops, and out pour Miharu, Uni, and Mori. Dang, that's really it. I thought maybe they would try to pop the bubble. But I think they escape.
Where are we?
Miharu looks around.
It's the surface. We really got out.
What about Siren?
I don't think she's here.
She's not?
Uh-oh.
What's that sound?
Is that Gluttony?
Is Gluttony moving?
The sound coming from underneath the ground continues to get further away.
No. No! Don't go! You hear me, you monster? I said don't go!
Mori desperately starts digging.
Take me again! Take me!
Mori, calm down.
Siren! You can't leave me like this! Please!
Mori!
Miharu hugs Mori tight.
Let go of me! You can't leave like this. You can't, Siren.
Siren.
Ah, the bubble popped. Seems everyone arrived on the surface safely. I'm glad.
Siren looks around the empty clearing.
Ah, so quiet. I thought I'd gotten used to the silence, but now that they've left, it's deafening. I think I finally understand how Levi feels.
Little Mermaid stares at the miniature doll of her friend, sitting in the corner of the garden.
Sorry, Levi.
Was that the one that was like crying? Like with our other friends?
I wanted to tell you in person, but I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm really sorry.
She then looks at the faces of her old friends lying in the garden.
Hansel, Gretel, Ave, Cinderella. I'm sorry. I did my best. I've waited so long. Surely I can stop waiting now.
Little Mermaid gently caresses her friends' faces.
It's okay. I ended up meeting some really good friends toward the end. Thanks to them, I was able to laugh and forget my worries for the first time in a long... So it's all right.
In a long time.
I'm not scared. I feel good knowing that I saved everyone. I saved my friends.
Little Mermaid stares at the bubbles gathered in the garden for one last time.
Let's go. Let's head out one last time with our heads held high like a true goddess of victory. I will become a shield which protects this world and everyone in it.
Unbreakable Spear to be continued. That was it? What? I got a message. Hello? Oh, Gian. Knock knock, Mori. How is your task coming along? The deadline is quickly approaching, and I haven't heard from you. I clearly saw that the calling signal was activated. Why hasn't there been a report? Ah, are you dead perhaps? How tragic. No, I'm still alive. Wow, still alive and kicking, are you? Excellent. It's nice to meet you, Gian. Huh? Did you hit your head or something? Don't you recognize me? You're right, I did hurt my head. I can't recall if I've seen you before. So allow me to introduce myself once more. Nice to meet you. I'm Miharu. Oh. Okay, Oh my, oh my. Now things are starting to get interesting. Can we talk? Have a little talk? Wow. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do part 2. That should be a lot faster. It's just gonna be like a lot of battles. That's what usually happens in part 2. Jeez, look at this. Was that Gluttony? Just now?
I know I'll never see them again, but I still miss
Oh boy,
them.
yeah, there's Gluttony here.
Sorry.
Oh look, it looks like they went back to save maybe Little Mermaid from this title screen. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do everything. Hold on, let me see. How much time do we have now? Well, yeah, I think I should probably do everything here in this one stream because, you know, I feel like if I do one more stream, it's going to be like really, really short. And also what? Oh, enter. I couldn't see the enter button here. Dang, look at this wallpaper, man. Alright. Ooh, let me choose the characters again. Yeah, I think if it's like the other part 2s or like the, you know, the hard mode. Oh yeah, I guess if it's just like the other ones. Oh my, what? Is it crashing? Oh no. There we go. I thought it was about to crash just now. Okay, let me go for her. Her,
Work again.
and then one more. Kilo.
Wake up.
Save.
Reboot complete. Hello, Kilo.
Okay, let me go and start. Go 100%. Alright, begin. Yeah, this should be pretty fast, if it's like the other part 2s. Or maybe I'm wrong. Was I thinking about the hard mode?
I remember when I first opened my eyes and found myself here. An infinite black void. All that stared back at me was cold seawater and endless bits and bobs from the surface which Gluttony had swallowed, as well as a red core. At first, I used my abilities to try every possible method of escape. I tried shooting bubbles at the core. I tried using my Kotodama. None of it worked. Gluttony was different than ordinary raptures. It was moving by primal instinct alone. The result was that my Kotodama had no effect on it. Gluttony seemed to prioritize its urge to consume above all other instincts. When I'd exhausted all possible means of escape, I started to become afraid. Was I going to die in this place? Once I was digested, what kind of attack would Gluttony unleash on the outside world? What would happen if Gluttony found out about the nature of my bubbles? Was I doomed to fail once again? Without achieving anything? It was at that moment that I remembered a promise I'd once made to a few friends. She told me that from now on, our story was no longer one of failure, but a fairy tale, one with a happy ending. I became determined not to give up. My friends were surely out there, trying their best in order to keep that promise too. I couldn't give up. I had to struggle with all my might in order to keep myself alive. I had to create more bubbles. I expanded the protective bubble around myself in order not to be detected by Gluttony's core. I gathered surrounding remnants from the surface and created a space where I could live. I crafted a tree out of bubbles, fabricated a bubble workshop, and built all the places where I lived with you guys. I also made dolls that resembled my friends and launched them up to the surface. I hoped that someday, perhaps my friends would encounter these doppelgangers and come looking for me.
Okay.
I continued making the bubbles and launching them up to the surface again and again. I did this. I waited for a long time. At times, the loneliness was excruciating. I considered giving up more than once. Even in the deepest depths of my despair, my longing to see my friends trumped all else. I wanted to uphold the promise I made on that day, and so I strengthened my resolve countless times and pushed on. Then you guys came, swallowed whole by Gluttony. I was terribly worried for you all, but paradoxically, I was also ecstatic to finally have company. During my time alone, I had learned how to control my Kotodama, and being able to talk, laugh, and live with you all filled me with ineffable joy.
Yeah, I guess that explains it. I was wondering why she can talk now. But yeah, after, you know, just being alone for that long, I'm sure she had plenty of practice to be able to do that.
That's how much you all mean to me. Your presence here was a gift. I'm so glad I was able to meet you all. I'm not afraid of the end anymore.
Dang, look at the background.
I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer lonely. So don't blame yourselves and live well.
Siren.
Mori opens her eyes.
What?
Above Mori is the ceiling of what appears to be a medical room.
Are you awake?
Okay, there's Mona.
Who?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, this. I don't know why. I thought for some reason with Mori, I thought she was calling out Siren to like. That's when like Siren woke up in this hospital room. But no, it was Mori waking up.
I'm Mana of the MMR squad.
Okay. Interesting. If it is, what I remember where, it's just like battles, then yeah, I'll definitely do the story. Finish out the whole story here.
I hope this is the last task.
But if there's like a bunch of cutscenes, like in the next couple of missions here, then yeah, I guess there'll be a lot more cutscenes later on. So maybe I'll do like another stream instead. We'll see. I'm just not sure just how they laid out the story.
I won't stop until
If we got 2 more stages, we'll do those. And then if there's more cutscenes, then I guess the rest will have cutscenes. They kind of like follow suit. Then usually the ending has a cutscene.
Are you Mori from the incubator squad?
Yes.
I see.
Where am I?
This is Reclamation Site 01. It's the first area on the surface that we've successfully reclaimed. Have you heard of it?
I have, but what am I doing here?
Once we were out of danger, Wardress brought you back here.
Are Mihara and Yuni?
They're outside. Would you like to go meet them?
Yes.
Mori.
Mihara.
Wow, look at this little village.
What happened to Gluttony? Where's Siren?
Gluttony left.
No. Is there any way we can follow it? We need to go save Siren.
It's possible for us to track it, but...
Then let's go. We have to hurry before it gets too far.
We can't do that.
What?
We can't go.
Do you hear what you're saying? Don't you want to save Siren?
Of course I do. But tracking Gluttony is impossible.
Why not?
Mori, do you know what kind of rapture Gluttony is?
No, I don't. And I don't care. Besides...
No. This is something you need to know. Siren risked her life to save your own. I can't let you go rushing headlong into danger without knowing anything. Even if it is because you want to save her. If you end up throwing your life away recklessly, all of Siren's sacrifices will be in vain. Gluttony appeared during the first Rapture invasion. A Tyrant-class Rapture. After humanity went into the Ark, it rarely showed up, and so the only information we have on it is from old records. It consumed an ICBM intended to destroy the lift, then expelled all that energy back at the launch site, and utterly decimated it. From that point on, humanity stopped using large-scale armaments against Rapture facilities. That's probably why Siren insisted on staying behind. If Gluttony digests the AA pillar, and the energy contained within it, this entire region would be wiped off the map.
Is it really that dangerous?
Yes, it is. It's a miracle that we were able to get out of that thing alive. And here you are, wanting to rush back towards it. Are you sure you can do that? You're afraid of fighting run-of-the-mill ordinary raptures. When you stand in front of Gluttony, are you sure you won't lose your nerve? Besides, this isn't a problem which can be solved with willpower alone, even if you are willing to risk your life. You most likely won't be able to make a dent in that beast. You'd be throwing your life away. I understand that it's a bitter pill to swallow, but there are some things which we are powerless to change. This is one of them. You can't do this, Mori. You must give it up. The best thing for us to do now is rest. In the meantime, we can take our time to mull this over. Let's go,
I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that if I go out there, I'm signing my own death warrant, that I might die without being able to do anything. Especially since we're talking about me. Someone who's afraid of even regular raptures. I realize I'd be powerless against something like gluttony. You're right. The right thing for a weak NIKKE from the incubator squad to do is give up. But I can't. I can't get it out of my head. I can't abandon her. She was the first person who told me she was glad I was alive. Even if I get chewed up, melted into a puddle, whatever it is, I want to go save her. I can't live knowing that she gave up her life for mine. So...
Mori kneels in front of Mihara and Uni.
Mori.
Please, just this once. Could you help me? I know what I did to you is unforgivable. I know how shameless this request is. I'm perfectly aware that I should be asking for forgiveness instead of a favor. So I'll do anything. If you go with me, I will do anything. I put my life entirely in your hands. If you tell me to submit a false report, I'll do it. I will give you anything and everything I have. You give the order, any order, and I'll obey. If you want me to die in your place, I'm willing to do it anytime. So please, help me. Just this once. I don't have any special skills or connections. All I can do is beg. So here I am, on my knees, begging you to help me chase after gluttony. Please.
I knew this would happen. Once someone has been shown love, they'll never give up.
Mihara and Uni looks at Mori.
Such affection. Such sorrow. I suppose we don't have much choice, do we? If you're that determined, Mori, let's go save Siren.
Mihara.
But we can't rush in without a plan. Before we make our move, we need to find a clue as to how to take down gluttony. If we don't do that, then this isn't a rescue operation, but a suicide mission. Understand?
I understand.
All right then. Let's go see what we can find out.
Okay. Well, yeah, how much more do we have now? I think we got at least one more stage to go to. And then, yeah, let me see how long the stream has been going here. Really quick. Well, 122. Okay. I might just skip out on the polls for this stream. Then maybe instead we can do it on the next stream, the last stream for NIKKE for now. And then I'll just do like a bunch of pulls. I think that's what I plan to do.
Reload.
Yeah, are we gonna visit Mana again? She's only there for like a few dialogue.
A rather simple task.
Yeah, we got one more stage now. If it's another cutscene, then I assume the rest will be cutscenes. Then yeah, I think that's definitely when I'll do a... Okay, here we go. A temporary operation room in Reclamation Site 01.
So that's why you came to see me?
There we go, Mana's back.
Yes, we came seeking whatever knowledge you have on gluttony.
I already provided you with all the basic information about gluttony.
Indeed, and we thank you for that.
So what more do you need to know?
Are you aware of there being any way to take it down?
Gluttony, you mean?
Yeah, I figured with you being the way you are, you'd have considered potential ways to eliminate it.
Me? Why would you think that?
When we were swallowed by gluttony, I heard you say to us, "Get away from there immediately." Isn't that because you were in the middle of dropping the AA pillar?
How did you know that?
We saw the AA pillar inside Gluttony's stomach.
The AA pillar is still inside Gluttony?
Yes. In order to prevent that energy from being absorbed, a NIKKE who saved our lives is still inside Gluttony. So, in order to rescue her, we need a way to subdue Gluttony, even if it's only momentarily. Is there any way to make that happen?
The fact that you all came back alive after being consumed by Gluttony is surprising enough. Now I'm being told there's still someone inside? Is she a pilgrim?
We're not sure, but most likely, yes.
That at least increases our chances of a successful rescue. We're conducting joint research into this incident, along with the central government. So, I'm not at liberty to act on my own and divulge information.
I see.
What I can do for you is introduce you to someone else who could help. Would that be alright?
Who would that be?
cooperation with Wardress, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shifty, an operator from the Central Government's Intelligence Division. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shifty.
I'm seeing a few faces that don't belong to Wardress, at least according to the database. Since you mentioned this operation involves a few secret agents, I won't ask any questions.
That's very considerate of you.
Mana briefed me on the situation. You all escaped from inside Gluttony, and now you're planning to track it down in order to rescue the pilgrim that's still inside. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Is there any way we could receive support from the central government?
That would be somewhat difficult. Unless Gluttony poses a direct threat to the central government, they've decided not to actively pursue it.
So you mean they're just leaving it alone?
I figured that's the conclusion they'd reach.
May I ask why they decided on that course of action?
Probably because they haven't found a way to eliminate it yet.
You think so?
Of course. After it swallowed the AA pillar like it was nothing, we've been at a loss as to how to take it down as well. We haven't come up with any definite way to destroy Gluttony. At least, not at the moment.
We did think of attempting an extermination operation by deploying an elite combat squad from the Ark, the counter squad.
Oh.
However, given that the Ark has recently suffered a large-scale attack, it was decided that reinforcing the Ark's defenses was our top priority.
I'm wondering if that also played out in the main story.
As far as I know, our current strategy is to refrain from proactive engagement.
I see. I suppose that means we don't know of any way to restrain Gluttony either.
Siren.
Actually, that's not entirely true. It's far from exact, but...
There's a way?
Well...
We have found a way to damage it. The only thing is that the method is rather extreme. And it requires a big sacrifice.
What is that sacrifice?
As such, we've designated it as unviable.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Yeah, what kind of sacrifice?
A NIKKE?
Someone has to enter through Gluttony's mouth
Okay.
and plant this onto its core.
Mana takes out a glass container filled with crystals and batteries.
Are those crystals?
E2 crystals, to be precise. Harvested from the crystal region. They have a unique property where they absorb electrical energy upon contact. They then continue to expand until all energy is depleted. They are dangerous to NIKKEs as well as raptures. Unless sealed within glass, like so, it will instantly consume anything it touches.
If we're able to plant that onto Gluttony's core...
Yes, no matter how adept that creature is at absorbing and discharging energy, there would be no way for it to counteract a parasitic organism attached directly to its own core, barring any unforeseen circumstances. I'm positive this could take it down.
Then what are we waiting for?
Gluttony isn't simply going to sit still and let us plant this on it.
That's why this method was deemed infeasible.
Precisely. There had never been a recorded case of anyone escaping from Gluttony after being consumed by it.
Until now.
But then you guys showed up. You all came shooting back up out of Gluttony like some kind of miracle.
It's mainly because of Little Mermaid.
But that's all it is. A miraculous fluke, yes, but a fluke nonetheless. If you were to go back inside, the chances of coming out alive are still close to 0.
I would say unless maybe somehow Little Mermaid can just make those bubbles again. Yeah, bubbles again really fast, but it does look like it does take a while for that to happen.
Even with that pilgrim still being inside the beast, if something were to go wrong during your attempted entry, we would have no safeguards in place to respond to such a situation.
Right. If its mouth closes before you're all the way inside, or if the silver liquid touches you, you'd melt instantly.
I'll do it.
This isn't a decision you should make lightly.
I'm not making it lightly. I told you. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I want to save her, so I'll do it.
Mori.
I can do it.
In that case, there are 2 remaining uncertainties. A method to lure Gluttony, and a way to keep its mouth open and hold it in place. If we can find answers to those 2 quandaries, It'd go a long way to ensuring the operation is successful.
A way to hold it in place.
You don't have any ideas at all?
No, we haven't come up with a solution for that yet. That's another reason why this operation was never attempted.
I see.
Okay. That should be enough information to go on.
Does that mean...
Yes. Let's go save Siren.
Heck yeah.
Thank you both for your help. We will think of the rest ourselves.
Understood.
Alright, that was pretty much the last stage for the stream, and then I guess we'll finish out this whole thing in the next stream. Yeah, one more stream. And then that'll be it. Yo dude, I see you there. Welcome. It is nice to see you again. It has been a long while.
Encounter.
Hold on, let me go and check how long the stream has been going right now. 1:30 right now, dang. Maybe I can do some pulls. Thought about not doing the pulls. Wait, welcome back, man. It's been a while. Once more. On these rare streams that I sometimes do, but I'm hoping to do more streams since I'm trying to like slow down my uploads, and that gives me time to like do some other stuff too.
That actually worked?
Nice.
Am I not entirely worthless in battle?
Is there more cutscenes or no? Reclamation sites 01 indoors.
How in the world can we hold gluttony in place?
Mori, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Remember how you told us you were willing to do anything?
Yes. I'll do anything you tell me to. Just say the word.
Then, could you perhaps...
Not participate.
lend me your phone for a moment?
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, so that's how we got that one text like scene.
Huh? My phone?
Yeah.
I thought maybe she would try to have her not participate, and instead, you know, let Mihara and Uni do the whole thing.
I need it.
That's it? Why do you make it sound so serious? I was bracing myself for something big.
Sorry. You seemed awfully tense, so I wanted to lighten the mood. Don't you feel a bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, sure. I'm positively stress-free. Anyway, here.
Mori hands over her cell phone to Mihara.
What do you need it for anyway? I really don't know anyone who could help us.
There's someone.
GN.
Someone very powerful.
I know someone like that?
Yes.
You certainly do. She sent you to us.
Hold on. Are you?
I'm going to contact her. Is that okay?
Yes. It's okay. You don't have to keep asking for my permission. I told you. I'm willing to go through anything and everything. So hurry up and do it.
Thanks, Mori. I'll be right back.
You're not doing it here?
I think I'll need a little privacy for our conversation. Uni, will you stay with Mori for a moment? It won't take long. What's wrong, Uni?
Yeah, I don't think she trusts her after what happened.
Do you not want me to go? I'm sorry, but I really must go. I have something to discuss with this individual. I think they may have a solution to our problem. They should know a way for us to keep gluttony momentarily in check. Or, in other words, a perfect way for me to utilize my power. So, please, could you stay with Mori for a moment?
Mihara stands up.
I'll be right back.
Mihara walks outside, leaving Uni behind. For some reason, Uni can't fully explain. She feels nervous. Mihara seems to have come to some momentous decision, and the fact that Uni doesn't know what it is or how to stop it terrifies her.
Are you okay, Uni?
Uni turns around and glares at Mori,
Uni?
staring at the one she believes is the cause of all this. Uni is overcome by an inexplicable what? Mihara walks down the hallway, gripping Mori's phone.
Maybe contacting this person isn't the right choice. No.
Is the only choice.
I need to settle this once and for all. Even if only for Uni's sake. I can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't save anyone. I can't achieve anything. It'll end up just like before. I'll only end up full of sorrow. I need power. I need to get stronger. Let's do this.
Mihara unlocks Mori's phone to make the call.
A message.
Mihara opens Mori's Blabla app. Is that what they call the... like, is that their texting app? Blabla? Okay. Knock knock. Mori. Yeah, this is what we saw before at the end. So I'm just gonna skip a bit to this part. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, pretty much Gian thought it was Mori, but no, it's Mihara. By your mind, now things are starting to get interesting. Can we have a little talk? I think this part is new. Sure, why not? I'll contact you later. I'll be waiting. Oh, that was it. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much out of energy. Next time, I'll do one more stream and try to finish out this whole thing. And yeah, I think the stream has been going on for a bit too long now. I think I'll skip out on the polls. I think next video, well, that's when I'll do the polls. So yeah, that's pretty much for that story. Going from part 1 to part 2. Let me try to catch up with the chat here. I was trying to send video as a request to react. It wasn't sticking to commentaries. Hold on. There's something blocking my way. There we go. Oh no. It's like this emoji wheel's like popping up. Can't read the chat. Here we go. It wasn't sticking in the commentaries, but you might try again later. Oh, is it like... Is your comments not going through? I'm not sure what's happening. I'm guessing you tried to comment. But yeah, I do have some other reacts to do as well. But yeah, feel free to you know, suggest. Like I already do have some others to, you know, like already a list on like what I want to prioritize first. But whenever, I guess when I run out, maybe I can go and try to watch the videos you request.
I must succeed.
But yeah, I got like a bunch to watch. But yeah, it's nice to see you again, man. You know,
I know I'll never see them
I was really looking
again,
forward to this month
but I
here
still miss them.
because that's when,
I'm sorry.
like before, like around a month ago, I think, right? That Sonic Rumble was going to be released, like globally. Like I'm guessing it's released in other areas of the world, but yeah, it was like never
okay.
released for me.
I'm not scared anymore.
So yeah, I think it was supposed to be released in like 3 days from now, but it got delayed. So yeah, I'll be, I guess, streaming some other games first as I wait for Sonic Rumble. But yeah, it is nice to see you guys again to, you know, come and hang out once more. But yeah, definitely thanks for those who have stopped by and, you know, chat for a bit. But I'm not sure what's going on if like you were trying to comment in those commentaries that you're talking about. But I guess I'm guessing that means it was getting like deleted or something. I'm not sure what's happening there. I'm guessing that it's you know, since you're trying to suggest videos, I'm guessing you're trying to send a link, which I know from like another commenter that they don't like links in the comments. So maybe that's why it's not sticking around. But yeah, that would be maybe my suggestion, just to maybe only suggest the title of the video and not like maybe send a link if that's what you were doing. You did have a suggestion that you think you did recommend in Genshin Impact stream, but you don't know if you didn't read it or not show up. Oh yeah, I do remember that you suggested one before. I was planning to, you know, just have that down in the backlog, so whenever I do run out of videos to watch, I can maybe watch that. Like you said, it was a Sonic video, right? In Portuguese. I do remember that. But yeah, once I like maybe have nothing else to watch, or maybe if I can find an opening, I can try to watch that too.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much at the end of the stream here. It's been going on for a bit too long now. We'll do like one more stream of NIKKE here to finish the whole thing out. But yeah, that was pretty much I guess the last part of story 1, and now we're going into story 2 here. I think I'll skip out on the pulls because maybe I'll just do it on the next stream where I'll do a bunch of them, you know, combining what I was planning to do in this stream and do it on the next. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, really cool to see the story. It did feel like, you know, I guess the entire time that we're in this giant bubble land here, it did feel very Disney-like and stuff. I do like the backstory of Mori. And then now we're gonna go save Siren. Yeah, that'll be an interesting story to see. It's a few videos, but you think you'll remember later. It was 3 videos, you think. Alright. But if you do comment it, I'm not sure like what happened, if you were saying that it got deleted or something. Maybe just say the title of the videos if like maybe the links are maybe being deleted.
I'm not scared anymore.
But yeah, I'm not sure if, you know, if that's the case. But yeah, once again, I just wanted to thank those who have stopped by and you know, stop by for a bit on the stream. Yeah, next one will be the last one for the 2.5 anniversary of NIKKE. And then we'll see what happens next. I know the Stellar Blade collaboration's coming up, so I'll be doing that whenever that releases. But yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and end it here. So yeah, that'll be it for now, guys. That's game.